Hi guys, welcome to Terror Thursdays. Okay, so today's video is so exciting. It starts the beginning of scary, spooky season for Dawn and I. So she asked me to collab. She had a great idea. I think she said Terror Tuesday, but I had just put out my vlog, so we moved it to Terror Thursday. So Tuesday, Thursday, whatever. But we're going to be putting out some spooky content for you guys, and I could not be more excited. Now, I love my background. I want to say shout out to my daughter Alexandra, because she came over the other day and she decorated my background and it looks so good. So I'll film it for you guys so you can see. She has the best taste and I just love my new background. I think I need some sparkly lights, like orange and clear lights. Halloween is on the way. Fall is in the air. I'm feeling better and my phone's going off. You guys, this really is my favorite time of year. If you've been watching me for the past 5 years, you know I'm a little crazy about Halloween and all things spooky. So Terror Tuesdays, Terror Thursdays was right up my alley. So when Dawn asked me to collab with her, I know that she's committed to doing it every week, and yeah, I'm in, okay? I'm down for Terror Tuesdays, Terror Thursdays, or any other thing that has to do with spooky season. So anyway, you guys, before we get into the video, I do want to share with you my bag of the day. Now, I have unboxed it. I haven't reviewed it. I have so much lined up for you guys. I want to go ahead and share this bag with you really fast before we get into the video. Okay guys, so I am carrying my Return to Tiffany, please return to Tiffany, beautiful little small tote. I will put the name of this, the actual name of this bag, because I don't know a lot about Tiffany. I will put the actual name of this bag in the description box, and if I find any at a really good deal on Fashion File or somewhere like that, I will definitely share it with you guys. Now, I'm going to do a review on this bag, but I'm enjoying it. I'm really loving it. You guys know I like smaller bags these days, even though bigger bags are becoming more in style for the fall, but I love it. And this is the bag that I'm currently rocking, and I'm going to put it right back here for a little eye candy for you guys. Okay, let's get into Terror Thursday. All right, guys, so the theme on today's video is top favorite horror or Halloween movies. And I've got 10 of my top favorites. They're not in any particular order, and I will be looking down at my notes, because this video I actually made notes for, because I want to be sure and get in all the points that I want to say about these amazing movies. Now, some people just don't love movies like this. I do. It's all in fun. And yeah, so it gets me in the Halloween mood and the swing of things. So let's go ahead and get going. Okay, the first movie that I wanted to talk about, it's a movie from 1975. And it is called Race with the Devil. Now, I had never seen this movie or heard of it before until, well, quite a few years ago. Keith told me about this movie and we watched it. And we watched it every year. It's kind of like something we do during October. We don't watch a lot of TV. We have our certain shows we watch, but in October, we forgo all the other shows, and when we sit down to watch a movie, it's always something scary to get us in the mood. And so it's kind of a tradition at our house. So, Race with the Devil. Let me put my glasses on and I will read to you a little bit about it. Okay, so it's a 1975 movie starring Peter Fonda and Loretta Swit. And if you guys don't know who she is, she played in MASH many moons ago. Okay, so like in the 70s. It's an oldie but a goodie. And so basically this movie is about two couples. They live in Texas, yeah, in San Antonio, Texas. So they leave their town and they go to a remote rural area of Texas because they have a camper and they're going out to do some motocross, off-road motocross. And what happens is they stumble upon a satanic cult. This is where it gets good. Well, they actually witness a satanic ritual, and the satanic townspeople find them out. Yes. I really can't divulge any more information than that because I don't want to ruin it. If you haven't seen this movie, it's a must-see. You have to watch it, you guys. It will scare the pants off of you. Seriously. They just don't make movies like this anymore, you guys. Most of my movies, you're going to see a theme. They're older. I feel like, I don't even know a lot of the most recent horror movies that have come out. I kind of like to stick with the classics. This is one of my very favorite movies to watch during spooky season. Number 2. It's the 1973 horror film starring Linda Blair. Need I say more? No. I don't have to say anything else because it's a classic. Everybody, or most everybody, knows about The Exorcist. They did come out with a newer Exorcist a couple years ago, and Dawn and Cammie and Diana, we all went to see it when I was up in Philly, and it was pretty good, you guys. The name of it was Pray for the Devil, P-R-E-Y. It was really good, but nothing like the original. And a totally kind of similar, but different. Okay, so I don't want to give out too much of these films. I know some of the younger people probably haven't seen some of these movies, but you guys, I just don't think they make movies like they used to. And I think The Exorcist, you guys, is a classic horror Halloween film that everybody should watch. Now, if things like demons and things like that get under your skin, I mean, just, you know, put your big girl panties on and watch it. I'm kidding. But it did scare me, and I remember the part where the demon was inside Linda Blair and he was speaking to the priest, and he was speaking in Greek about his mother. You guys, that was so scary. It's a scary movie, and I remember my cousins took my sister and I, we were like 10 and 12, to see this movie. To my mom's horror, she was not happy about it, but I think that's when I fell for the scary movies, you guys, because I know that has to be my very first scary movie that I ever saw. The next one, this is one of my top favorites, The Shining. You guys, it's a 1980 Stephen King movie, and if you haven't ever seen this movie, you have to see it. It is just so bizarre. So this guy takes his family to an isolated hotel for the winter, and he got a job like taking care of this place. And I'm not going to tell you all about it, but the little boy, he kind of has a gift, or he's psychic or something like that. And they experience a lot of strange things as the movie goes on. So he becomes increasingly aggressive. This is another movie that I have to watch in October. We don't always watch The Exorcist. Like I said, we always do watch The Race with the Devil. And we always watch The Shining. Those are two movies that I always watch in October. Now, when Dawn asked me to do this collab, I said, girl, you know I'm in. You know I'm in, because I've got some spooky movies. I'm really interested to see what she chose, because I'm sure we probably did choose some of the same ones, but I want to hear her take on it as well. Number 4, this one, oh my gosh, you guys. This one, Rosemary's Baby. I think Dawn and I both covered this one. You have to watch it. It's a 1968 movie, and it stars Mia Farrow, and she's pregnant, and there's a cult that they want her baby. I'm not going to go into it, but it's very scary. It's very 60s, you know. They don't make movies like that anymore, and I think that's why I do stick to some of the older classic movies. And here's another fun fact for you guys. Rosemary's Baby is regarded as one of the most... So here is a fun fact for you guys. Rosemary's Baby is regarded as one of the biggest... Oh, brother. Okay. I'm out of the swing of things. It's regarded as one of the biggest horror movies of all time. So I do have another fun fact for you guys. I've come across some of this when I was looking at the years that these movies were put out. So in Rosemary's Baby, Mia Farrow, who was a huge actress during that time, she was not the first choice. The first choice for this movie was Sharon Tate, And this movie was directed by Roman Polanski. And I only know about this kind of stuff. It was really before my time, but my mom was a huge Hollywood buff and knew a lot about this stuff and read lots of books and things about all these people. So that's why I know a lot about people like Sharon Tate. But you guys, she was killed by, I was going to say Marilyn Manson. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Charles freaking Manson, okay? Helter Skelter? Yeah. Okay, so she didn't, you know, that's what happened. So there were other big time stars in the 60s that were up for this movie, and I just thought it was interesting. Goldie Hawn, she just doesn't, I don't know. She just didn't seem like the type. But anyway, she was up for the movie. Patty Duke, she was up for the movie. And Jane Fonda, she probably could have pulled it off as well. But anyway, I still love Mia Farrow. I think she's a great actress, or was a great actress. She also played Carrie, and that's on my list as well, but wait till I get to it. Oh, Carrie is the next one. So, Mia Farrow played a teenage girl. It's a supernatural horror film. Things like this really don't happen, or do they? Can you just stare at things and send a mental telepathy to move things and, you know, if I could. Okay, never mind. Anyway, it's a haunting, tragic tale of a high school girl who is treated really bad. She has an abusive mother. She's treated bad at school. She's shy. She has no friends, and she's overly sheltered by her psychotic mother. So anyway, it's kind of a revenge story. I just love this movie, you guys. 1976. So the next one, you guys, I hope I'm making sense, okay? Because I have notes. I'm just excited. So, number 6. This is a shout out to Keith, because Keith, his all-time favorite is Freddy Krueger. He has been Freddy Krueger for Halloween. He has a Freddy Krueger hat. He has the whole outfit, you guys. So he's definitely been Freddy Krueger for Halloween. Now, there are quite a few Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I haven't seen them all, but the very first one, 1984, Nightmare on Elm Street, I remember going to and seeing that at the movies with my friends when I was young. I didn't have kids, and we just screamed. It's one of those movies where you're gonna scream the whole time. So much fun. But I did look it up, and there are actually 9. 1984, 1985 was the sequel, and then it started the whole dream sequence, like Dream Warriors 87, 88, 89, 91, 94, and then in 2003, Jason versus Freddy. And you guys, I have not seen it. I am gonna see that one. I think I've seen a little bit of it. I haven't actually seen the whole movie, so I have to see it. But anyway, the original Nightmare on Elm Street, watch it. So it's definitely Keith's favorite. I'm gonna link them all below. All right, now number 7. What would Halloween be without Michael Myers in the movie Halloween, right? So did I even write down the year? No, I did not. So when I worked, I gotta tell this story, you guys. When I was working for Keith, so when I quit nursing, I had a dress store for a while. And then after that, I worked in the office for about 7 years. And I answered the phone a lot. I did customer service. And I pick up the phone, Polly Vance, may I help you? And this guy goes, yes, I'd like to place an order. And I said, well, what would you like to order, sir? Hold on just a moment. Let me get your information. And I'm like, and your name? He goes, Michael Myers. And you guys, I had the most unprofessional reaction. All I could do is sit there and laugh. I was sitting there laughing, and he was going, hello? And I was like, hold on, please. And I put him on hold, and I couldn't get it together. And I told Keith, Michael Myers is on the phone. He said, well, take his order. And I said, you don't understand. It's Michael Myers. And I go back on the phone, and I'm still snickering, and I'm trying to be professional. And he said, ma'am, I get this all the time. It's okay. I was embarrassed, but it was funny. We had a laugh. My know probably most people have seen Halloween, and it's the tale of Michael Myers. He's been locked up in an insane asylum, and he escaped, and he was still as, you know, crazy as a lunatic. And yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic, okay? Michael Myers. All right, so number 8, Children of the Corn. Okay, you guys, this movie, I haven't seen it in ages. This is another one. I actually do make a list. So this is another one I'm going to have to see again this year because I haven't seen it in quite a long time. But it's about basically a bunch of little brats that believe everyone under the age of 18 should be murdered. And that's what they set out to do. All the adults should die. And it's pretty spooky. And yeah, I need to see it again. So they're like a little cult of satanic children, and they come out of the corn. And you guys, there's a lot of cornfields around here where I live, so all right, number 9. You may or may not have seen this one. Did I not put the year down on this? Probably not, but anyway, you can look it up. All right, this one is scary. It's more of a revenge movie. Keith turned me on to this movie. I had never heard of this one. It's called I Spit on Your Grave. And it's a revenge movie about a young woman. She's a writer, and she rents this secluded cabin out in the woods, God knows why, to be alone for 2 months to write her book. And in my opinion, that was a big mistake. I mean, if I'm going to rent a cabin out in the woods, I'm not going out there by myself, okay? Because things happen. And if you watch this movie, you'll know what I'm talking about because, well, I just don't understand why any woman would do that. But anyway, she put herself in harm's way. What happened was she was brutally raped and tortured by all these, I don't know, psychotic mountain people. And they raped her and they left her to die. But guess what? She didn't die. No, she did not. She lived. And she plotted out her revenge for each and every one of them. You guys, it's brutal. It's pretty graphic. It's pretty hard to watch. All right, my 10th movie. This is one of my favorites. Cujo. Because what is spooky season or Halloween or anything without a demented, crazy, rabies stricken dog, right? Okay. I am scared of mean dogs, and don't even get started. Don't say, oh, it's all how they're raised. There are some dogs that are just mean, okay? And Cujo, he started out friendly. He was a, you know, Saint Bernard. They're supposed to be really good family dogs, but he was bitten by a bat, I think, and he went crazy. The whole scene where this woman was trapped in the car, you guys, that is something that would happen to me, okay? I don't have a lot of luck. Like, I keep digressing, but let me tell you, I don't go walking out on the street like other people do. Like Keith runs, nothing ever happens to him. I have to go to a walking track because if there's a dog 10 miles away and he is this mean, he's gonna come after me, okay? So anyway, can you imagine Cujo? And I just can't imagine being trapped in that car with that dog. And he just went apeshit ballistic and was just trying to get that woman. And the ending, I'm not going to tell you about the ending. I'm so excited. I know I'm just blabbering everywhere, but this is exciting. My daughter got out some of my Halloween decor. I haven't really decorated yet. And when I do, I will take you guys on a little tour around the house. You know, I may not go overboard this year, but then again, I might. But anyway, thank you, Dawn, for asking me to collaborate because I got to revisit some of these movies. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you today. I've got more coming up that has to do with my trip. I still have to share with you guys what I did buy in Italy. I didn't buy a lot. I did buy a few things. I did get a bag, a very nice bag. And I'll share that with you in a few days. So anyway, you guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do that. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 7,000 subscribers and I would appreciate your help. So anyway, thank you, Dawn. Subscribe to my friend Dawn. I will link her below and go watch Dawn. All right, you guys, I'll see you later. Happy Terror Tuesday. Peace.